many things actually occur whenever you attend conventions and whatnot, including some of the more strange, craziest, embarrassing stuff. What would be yours that has risen out of it?
Okay. I'm actually, let's see. I'm afraid I might get in trouble for saying this.
From whom?
Well, I
The
just hope
FCC?
I just hope that the gentleman who I'm going to be referring to is not listening, because I don't mean to offend anyone, but this is the first funny thing that came to mind for me, okay? All right, let's see. How can I say this without sounding like too much of a dick? All right, so there was one time, I think it was two years back at BLFC, we had a gentleman who entered our convention booth to pick out a tail. And it was very clear to me and to everyone else shopping in the booth that this gentleman was absolutely drenched in head to toe in piss. I'm not exaggerating. He was dripping yellow liquid off of his clothes, off his skin, in his hair, and just reeked to high heavens of piss. And I have never seen anything like it before in my life. And I consider myself a pacifist, and I like to say live and let live. I'm not usually one to pass judgment on someone for their personal choices. But people were noticing and starting to leave the booth. The booth had completely cleared out. And nevertheless, the man spent a while in the booth kind of browsing around, pointing at things, and I didn't say anything to hint at the smell, or I was respectful. I treated him exactly like any other person, with care and respect, because after all, he's just a person. Nothing to be afraid of.
I'm guessing, in the back of your mind, you'll be asking, what the heck?
Pretty much just like, what is going on with this guy? But he was very kind and respectful, and we didn't have any problem whatsoever with him. I just made sure to sort of demonstrate any tails he was interested in with my own hands, so that we didn't get any piss all over the products, just to be careful. He ended up finding a tail that he fell in love with, and he had a few simple questions, and we talked for a little bit. And then he reaches into his coat pocket and pulls out a dripping wet $50 bill. And I took it with a straight face. And he left very happy.
What the hell happened?
I don't know. There was a lingering aroma in the booth for about 15 minutes or so afterward, and that was the last I ever saw or smelled of him. And to this day, I don't know what the deal was with that guy, but...
Wait. I will say this simply. How about we just don't think about it?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know what was going on with that, but I always just thought that was funny and a little bit embarrassing.
Yeah, that would definitely classify as the most bizarre thing that happened at a con.
Yeah, I heard worse, but then again...
I just hope that guy isn't listening and like horribly offended. I mean, if you're listening, I told mad respect, man. Whatever you like to do, it's your deal. It's your world. And I'm glad you came and bought a tail from us. That's cool.
I gotta give you props for handling the $50 bill that's dripping wet with a straight face.
Yeah, I gotta say, if that happened to me, I'll be like in hazmat gear.
Well, I mean, in the moment, it's like, is it more rude to deny the $50 bill? Like, would it be rude to be like, no, I don't want that?
How?
No,
sounds like one of my games.
It was fine, though. The guy was really nice and respectful, and we talked and had a good time, and it was fine.
That's a good part about that.
Yeah, nothing bad came of it at all. It was just a funny experience, I thought.
Yeah, kind of just brought up with some of the more controversial stuff that's been going on down over there in cons as of lately.
Is it really considered a controversy if, there are some things I questioned.
Well,
it was...
Also, like, keep in mind, furry conventions put in the rule book that if the staff can smell you, they will ask you to leave and clean up. Because, they put that rule in place for, like, fursuiters who've been dancing around all day and they get sweaty from head to toe, and then they go and give someone a big bear hug and they're just soaking wet with sweat. And, maybe this actually could have been sweat, this dude, but I don't know. It was yellow liquid, so...
I don't trust that.
I can guarantee that if it was yellow liquid that was coming from their body, it is not sweat.
Yeah, I wanted to be nice and think of it as sweat, but I think in all honesty, it was yellow and dripping, so yeah. They have put rules in place for things like that. I mean, maybe not specifically for people drenching themselves in piss, because I don't think they really expect that to happen, but let's see.
There are always new things.
There are always fursuiters who will get out of suit, and they'll be very seasoned with an aroma. The staff is not opposed to pulling someone aside and saying, hey, would you mind taking a shower and coming back? Because we'd love to have you, but you're scaring everyone away with your smell.
Yeah, deterring other customers is...
Yeah, it's not a very good practice.
All the exciting sights and smells that you get to experience.
I mean, I went to my first con, but I think I'm going to say that for another time, since I don't know when, DJ Arg is going to, have that Q&A.
Oh, don't worry. It will be more like an interrogation for you.
Okay, what's the next question?
Oh, yes. Who would you actually go ahead and say has had the biggest influence over you in the fandom?
Honestly, I don't know if there is a person who has influenced me the most, but I know that the fandom as a whole has influenced me greatly. Like I said, as a teenager, I was pretty shy and I didn't have a whole lot of friends, but I've found a wonderful community of people online who accepted me for who I was and made me feel a part of something. And I mean, that's all it takes to make a lasting impact on someone's life, especially an impressionable teenager. I couldn't be happier that I'm part of such a loving community. It's made an immeasurable positive impact on my life, just being a part of this community. Yeah, I don't know if there's one person I can give that credit to, but just I love the furry community and everything it stands for.
And exactly how did you pick your personas and their names?
This is going to be interesting. I want to...
Oh no, pressure. I don't know if I have that good of an answer for you.
Everyone has answers.
I think I told you already the longhand forms of our names would be Stripes the Lombax and Spottius Rex. The Lombax obviously being inspired by Ratchet and Clank. It was my favorite video game series growing up, still is really.
And I'm sure inside of you, the intense fanboying when you hear the movie is going to be coming out soon.
Oh yeah, I was just looking at the game online. It's available for pre-order right now, and I'm very tempted to get the pre-order. And we're definitely going to be going to see the movie pretty soon. It's exciting stuff around here. I've been a Ratchet and Clank fan since they started back in, 2003, I think? 2002? I don't remember. But they've successfully released a game, every year for the past, basically, 14 years? Mm-hmm. And I have, I think, all of them, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, Ratchet has been a big influence on my life, I think. I've been a fan of him. So I based my character off of the Lombax. Spots, on the other hand, he created his character more recently, actually around about when AnthroWear started. I don't know if there's a character that inspired that, really, but that is what he relates with. And, I mean, how can anyone really say how they chose their persona? It's sort of just about expressing your individual tastes and your, expressing a part of who you are on the inside in a fun and creative way. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of how that happened.
Oh boy, when you said what, I thought you meant said wet, and I'm just going to remember that story every time when someone says that word.
Oh, I now have a weapon! Haha!
I'd be careful. I still got Raven in here.
Damn it.
Oh, what do you think I'm going to do to you?
Oh no, nothing. You be the one to keep Master Wolf in check. So what exactly do you guys like to do on your free time? That's if you guys actually do have free time.
Well, we have more free time now, actually, than in past years. Now that we have Elise helping me with manufacturing, we have a lot more free time. I guess, let's see. We kind of don't really do a lot. We kind of just like to hang out with friends, just chill, watch movies, hang out. good company, good friends, good food. Personally, I love getting out in the garden. I spend a lot of time in the backyard just digging around, planting shit. And I love cooking, especially cooking the things that I grow. We like to invite friends over for the night, and we would just cook up a bunch of food. One of my friends bought us a deep fryer recently, and we've been having a blast with that one.
Oh, nice.
It's great for parties. So yeah, we'll crack out the deep fryer, crack open a few beers, maybe some other things.
I love
like
that
how you just say
application.
that.
I don't know. We
All
might
right,
have
listeners, it's time for you to guess what he means by that.
might have
And-
children listening.
And also, don't get your minds in the gutter.
Well, when he said play shit, I think we've already crossed that line.
Yeah, we crossed that line before.
Oops. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, things are pretty low key around here. We're pretty just chill, down to earth people. We like to relax and have a beer and watch a movie and hang out with friends.
The laid back life.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.